Hello, hello. I wanted to make this one when I actually got every word 3 leaf that has a specific acquisition method, but there is two that is still avoiding me. So I'm just gonna hop into it and my experience of finding them, or which one was easy, which one was rough, and anything in between. So yeah, let's get into it. So we got the Punica 74. This is one of the ones that is eluding me, but I will actually hide this at this window, and then I'm right here to see that maybe this is the one that I'm gonna be lucky. But I'm not holding my breath because yeah, I'm doing it one by one because at least this way I can have some more anticipation. But yeah, gives back a little bit of white flowers and shy wild flowers. So yeah, that's another not not lucky. Yeah, let's just go back. Okay, so this is the one that I'm still trying to find in Pinica, and it costs 3,000 gathering powder every try. Like every time the merchant shows up, it costs that much. And so far, no luck. 75, the Arkham wood block. You can just buy it from the merchant. So obviously that was not any issue there. And 76 was the platinum nodes. That was also quite easy, and you can, as far as I remember, yeah, you can have like multiple ones get from the same deposit. So that was quite easy. And Southburn, this one was a struggle. The Candaria rabbits, because first of all, the purple rabbits, as far as I have seen, I have not seen a single one that was not under a flower. So like you have the animal sitting in the bush, or like in the flower, in the foraging spot, and that's where the canary rabbits are, and the other rabbits that are just running around, those are the regular ones, the green ones. And obviously not every one of them drops the leather. So my experience was that I went there, I looked around, tried to find the spots where it spawned, wherever a rabbit would be. But, and here comes the issue, right? Like, first of all, obviously not every flower has an animal, and it seems like it needs some time for it to show up. So I guess if you like try to explain it, it would be like it takes time for the rabbit to find its spot under the thing. But when I try the method, when I'm like resetting the spots by like foraging up the flower, and then I also try to take down every rabbit, like every green rabbit that I could find. But then obviously when I went around for the next foraging spawn, there were no, I think there were, like on like the freshly reset ones, there were no animals. So I guess it takes some time. And then even if there is an animal, it's not guaranteed to be the Candaria rabbit. It can also be the cat. That's also the purple one, the rare one, or like epic one, I guess, if you go by purple. But so that's another RNG. See which one it is. And then also obviously not all of them have full color leather. And like I went there and it was like I got like a few really quickly, and then there was like very very long dry, you know, sections where I just didn't find anything. Like even when I finally found one you know, Candy Rabbit. It just didn't drop the leather. That was rough, but you know, eventually it happened. So that one's also done. But I think that was like the most problematic, or like the most, I guess you could say, challenging out of the ones that I got. So that's that. The fishing one, 84, punchy fish. It was, you know, very easy. I caught the fish quickly, the fishes quickly, and I didn't have to open too many fishes before I got the elegant rig. It was like what, third, fourth try, something like that. It was really quick. I don't know if, you know, what's the drop rate, what's the percentage. Maybe got very lucky, maybe not, who knows. 85, the excavation one. That started a bit rough because I went around, you know, in the circle in Bellion Ruins to get the tablet, the one that actually starts the quest. But it took so long that I was kind of questioning my life and questioning that if it for some reason wouldn't drop. But then it did, and then I was worried that, you know, 10 additional exquisite tablets, like if it has the same drop rate as the as the first one, that it would take forever. But luckily, it seems like the drop rate was pretty good, and also every chest that I opened, like the excavation chest that, you know, you sometimes get at the after you open up the node, every one of them had a tablet. Like everyone progressed the quest by one, so that was nice. So I thought that it would be really rough before I found the quest starting tablet, but after that it was quite easy. So we go to El Geisha, 98, Sky Wind Flower Petal. It was quite painless. Like I didn't even, you know, really notice. Just looked around, you know, just finding the blue flower spawns, and I got the 10 quite quickly. This one, the 99, I don't know if, you know, if it's meant to be like that, or if, because I've seen something else. I don't know if it changed or anything. Point is, I found my first awakened secret tree. I hit it once, and it dropped the leaf, and that was it. So I don't know if that's just how it is, or if it's, you know, very lucky. But that was it for me. And with the 100th leaf, it was also like same as here. You look for, you know, this special deposits, red deposits here. But here again, you can get multiple. Like, even though not all of them drop it, but you can get multiple from the same one. So that was easy. And the helpful gift chest, I was running around for a little bit trying to find it, but then I realized that I already got it. Like, already got the recipe. So, you know, I just made it and just exchanged it with the merchant. Now, as for Waldis, this one, the 107, is a bit convoluted. Hunting Great Rainforest. I don't know why I said green. I know because the text is green. That's why the green rainforest. Great Rainforest until you obtain untreated leather. So yeah, that was relatively easy to get, right? I found it relatively quickly. But then, yeah, but then you had to, you know, progress up in the chain. Like, first of all, you needed the one thing with the normal rabbits, and then you needed was it rabbit? Yeah, the normal is rabbit, and the something cat-like is the purple animals, and that was like the bit annoying when you had to look for those. So it was like five, I think, right? Like, you needed 5 normal leather, and then the next step was the 5 purple leather, and that's when you got to the processed leather, and then it was the same as the Punica stuff. Uncommon leather working chest. You know, you have 10 shots every day, but that most likely has a lot better drop rate. So I basically just opened those until I got the 2 thingies, that you need, because like there's a rainbow ladder for this one, but then and also the precise facet needle for this one, and then you know you get it from the wandering merchant, get the pouch. That was a bit convoluted, but these had a pretty decent drop rate from leatherworking chests, so I didn't have to waste that much, because basically it's just you just put money in it until it happens. There isn't really any other option as far as I know. So that's that. Fishing one, it happened pretty quickly. It was very simple, very easy. And obviously this one is a little bit complex as well, but like I said, first of all, I got the rainbow essence like quite a while back when I didn't even check what it was necessary for. I just thought rainbow essence, surely it's gonna be useful for something if it costs 1,000 gold. So I just bought it, and it was sitting in my inventory. And then later, obviously, I checked what's going on, and then I've seen what it actually is for. So like I said, the rainbow leather was from the chest, same as the needle. So I was just opening it until they happen. This one I was also worried, but they were basically dropping on everyone. So I think it was not even, it didn't even take 5, it only took like 4, because there was one when I found 2 pieces at the same time from the same excavation. So that was easy. So yeah, here the fish was also just went there. I just fished a bit and I just got it quite easily. Maybe on like the second Pudgy fish, and then this one, like I said, is just bought, and that's it. So that was also done. Now in South Kurzan, whatever, 116 foraging onto the lost leather, that was quick. Now, which one was it? Oh yeah, where's to deliver? I mean, in text it sounds very easy, right? Like this item starts where's to deliver, which rewards melancholy pouch. Okay, but actually to find the thingy, the old chest or something like that, that where's to deliver needs. It took quite some time, and I wasn't even sure if there was something wrong with it. But I knew that there couldn't be anything wrong with it, because there was like a glowing thing above every flower or every foraging spawn. When the thing that indicates that it is part of the quest. So that was fine eventually, but it was a little bit worrying for a bit, and I just couldn't find anything. I just kept going around in circles and kept foraging. But it was fine. It was fine in the end. And 117 faded stem, vine woven tiara. I have that. This is the step that I'm missing, because this one, it says from time to time. Like if you compare it with these, like from time to time, like these two, I guess they have like the same appearance rate. But like there are like vendor exchange stuff that says, for example, here, often, like recognize it so often, and then these have from time to time. Well, I'm still waiting for this time, but I've seen it spawn. I've seen the exchange be in the shop, but at that time I wasn't doing this leaf yet, so I didn't have the weather door. So now I basically have the weather door in my backpack, and I'm just waiting for exchange. And if I exchange it, I have everything else. The sooty shard from sooty ore, 5 weathered logs from logging, engraved chest is just rapport. Like I said, I've done all the rapport, so that's that. And yeah, I just crafted the box, and this is the step that I'm waiting in, because I have the box, I have the tiara, and I'm waiting for the merchant to appear that gives the ring, and then I can make the melancholy gift box. That was that. 118, just mining for the sooty ore. And then obviously you either get the sooty shard or you get the blue colored shard. And then once you get this, you just exchange it for the pouch. So that was also done. Because hunting, I think this one was also very, very quick. Just found the gland very quickly. And then I think I got sticky slime on the first gland, and the second gland I think gave the leaf. 38 and 40. Ancient inscribed chest. Yeah. So that was similar to this because I had to wait. So I got the leather, I got the chest, and then I had to wait for merchant to show up. But again, it often appears. So this one was spawning pretty quickly. And then once you made the chest, leaf is in there, and then the activity record is needed for the next one. And yeah, this one was also quite quick. And I think the action lure, I completed this part without just really thinking about what it's gonna be like, because I was fishing and I got a fish, and obviously I open it, or I try to open it, and then I realized that it doesn't open, and then I realized that it needs a merchant, and then I got the lure, and the lure was sitting in my stash a little bit. That was also done. And then yeah, this one it was the undelivered gift was sitting in my quest log for a few days, because I knew that I can just get everything to complete it. So I had the flower, and I had a bunch of honeycombs, but I just didn't use them for the honey. So then I checked it, and I just right clicked the honeycombs until it got to the sweet honey. And this one was from rapport. This one logging, but this one again, I've exchanged it quite early, I think, because I was just logging. Oh, it's a fragment. Oh, it exchanges for the merchant, and then I was just sitting there. Same thing with here. Like I had a bunch of reddish ore just sitting in my bag. I didn't check what I'm supposed to do with it. I mean, obviously the text is right there, but I was just like, not worrying about it, because I was sure that I'm just gonna figure out what it's gonna be useful for. And then, just collect everyone, make the cake, progress the quest. This was also quite, touching quest. And oh yeah, the fragment is the same as here. Like this fragment just exchanges for the pouch, and then the leaf comes out, and then that has the secret powder and the leaf. So I guess you get this, and then it funnels into this one. And then 67 is a continuation of the 65 quest with the doll and whatnot. Yeah, like a reddish ore is the same as here. Like you get rock salt, you get red colored shards. You exchange it for the gem, and then again this one's rapport as well. Okay, so yeah, so basically the ones that were a bit difficult were the rabbit one in Southburn. This one was a bit painful at the start, but then once I got the quest giver, it was quite quick. And obviously this one is like a little bit of a wait and see, because you just throw money at it. You just spend the 3,600 hunting powder every day until you get the things that you need. And by the way, I'm quite worried about the Punica one, and let's hide this for the actual looking game. Right? It's like here we are. Here's no, not the rapport. Collectibles, and I think now that we are here, I have the 106, so these are the rewards. I'm kind of gunning for this one, right? Because then I can find a chill, hopefully at that point with the word tree leaves, and there is stuff that will just happen eventually naturally, like mining. This is just I guess I just have to keep mining, and then eventually it happens. Here with foraging, this secret tropical plant, it comes from the pouch. So like from the pouch comes a map, from the map comes the plant. So that's the only one missing in foraging. This one is missing quite a bit, and they are all just just random. But it feels as if fishing is one. It doesn't really feel like it's giving anything reasonable, but I guess it also takes quite a low amount of life force per fishing. So like I won't necessarily say that it's not worth it to use the life force on, but it takes a long time. So it feels like, especially without a leap essence, it just feels like such a pain to fish, and it doesn't even feel like all that worth it. But maybe that's there's just tool diff. Like maybe I if I had proper tools, but because I only have legendaries and I didn't even make them myself, so it was just whatever I got from the event quest. I think some event quest was the one that gave us like a full set of legendary tools. Yeah, I'm just using that one, so not much I can do. But I guess might as well look at the trade skill tab, because it would be kind of weird to talk about that word reliefs and not look at the trade skills. But as you can see, it's quite low. But keep in mind that I was also away for quite a long time, so yeah, like I was fishing a lot back in the days. I think this one was like already 50. But I hear people talk about profits of trade scale, and like, oh yeah, I have relic tool with these stats, and I'm level 70 something in the trade scale. I'm like, okay, yeah, like what does that mean to me on my level? So yeah, as you can see, they're probably quite bad, but this is what I got. I haven't made a new one, so yeah, I'm just gonna hover over these, but I don't even know which one's like good or not good, which I guess is kind of embarrassing considering the time that I've spent trying to do this, and that he's the weather expert tools that I got from pouches. Like, I don't know, are they better, are they not better, who knows, I don't know. So maybe if I have like a much better tool, or like a specific stat for like fishing, then it might be a lot better, because minigame difficulty decrease probably doesn't really matter. I guess the treasure pouch is okay, right? So I am getting a lot of pouches, but so that's that. So I still have 4 in the fishing, and in logging I just have the gift chest, which is I was already talking about. It's this one. Like, I'm waiting to exchange this one, and then from the ring and the box and the tiara, I make the melancholy gift box or gift chest. So I get the last leaf from logging. Excavating, I found 1 today, so now it's just gonna be 3 random ones. I was doing some rounds in the valley. Not here, obviously. Not here, but in Rimeria. My valley, I was like, just going around like here, I think. Like here, up here, somewhere. I think some is like this far. I was running around, and no one else was there, so that's neat. I will probably go back to do that, because as you can see, I'm poor as heck. And hunting is again just too random. So the specific ones that have like specific method of getting them is one over here with the chest, and another one here with the pouch. And technically, if I could just get those, I would already be at 108, and I could get that, and then just worry about everything else whenever it happens. I'm just gonna run around. I'm just gonna use my trade skill, and then whenever it actually happens, I'm gonna have it. But I think now we're just gonna run over, open, or like get the rewards. Like again, I wanted to wait with the exchange before I get to 108. I really want that you know, major life potions and the leap essence especially. Because otherwise, without leap essence, things just take so long. Feels like. So yeah, we sit through the very long loading screen because it's still on a hard drive and not an SSD for reasons. And yeah, the main thing that is interesting here is just the mount. So yeah, I'm curious about. I've seen picture and then someone commented under the picture that, oh, it's so ugly, but I don't necessarily think so. Also, like, variety is important, right? Especially after certain points, like you want not just one good mount, but you also want a lot of, you know, different mounts. So yeah, expert craft kit. So technically, I could make new kits and see if I have something better. This one, crafting time -2% and crafting action energy consumption. Okay, fear life and the Terpeion. It's gonna be the mount. It's gonna be interesting. And then superior gatherable transformation and pet Foreman Burke. All right, cool. Pretty cute with a hard hat. And yeah, this is what I'm kind of like. Obviously, this is the actual price at the end, even though I don't know how many times you're actually able to use those emotes. But yeah, let's take a look at the mount somewhere, like right next to the water. Should be fine. Oh, we're also checking a gatherable. Collect that. Collect that. And use the pet as well. And now we go to the mount inventory and see how it actually looks in person. Let's say a deer with the word tree's mystical energy. Terpeion's gaze calms the mind. And let's see. Yeah, so it has the leaves up in here. And obviously this outfit is probably not very fitting. So let's try the battle one. Battle set, I suppose. So yeah, like obviously it's like a very, you know, a rudimentary theme of just, you know, everything being white-ish. But obviously it's like different because this is like what, like bone white. This one maybe. I'm not very good at defining the colors. But yeah, I mean I think it's nice overall. Like it's like a very soft soft head over here. You know, like some purple bite, and as you know, the word tree leaves, and it has that effect of the leaves falling. So yeah, and let's see how it looks in selfie mode. Alright, this something like that. Does it have any? Does it have any like different? Go back the wide angle. Again. Yes, like I kind of get why it's not, you know, necessarily all that exciting for some. But I think it's a neat mount. And definitely you have your whole World 3 team with it. So I think it's nice. I think it's nice. And let's see what it can does. Looks up and resonates with nature. Well, that doesn't really look like anything. So it just really looks up. Like resonating with nature doesn't really mean anything. Strikes the ground before rising. The power of harmony can be felt from within the land. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Like a hoof prints is is the three leaves. No, that's like no. There's like flowers there, and then some tree leaves, like where tree leaves. I guess sort of mist or pollen, I guess you could say. Keep with the team, and Terpeion slowly walks forward. How does that look like? And it can't even change directions that I'm holding. Yeah, it's just holding and it's just walking in a straight line. But I guess it also has that little soundtrack to it. I guess it's neat. And there's, you know, the same like, footprints behind. Do they have the... Okay, I guess they don't have the footprints originally that way. Only with the lonesome footsteps. Alright. So yeah, I guess I don't think it's too bad or anything. Alright. So that is where I'm at with the World 3 collectibles. 106. Surely eventually I will find 2, even if I am not able to get those specific ones. But I guess I'm just sitting here and waiting for the South Curzan. I think this is where it spawns, and then here I just every time it spawns, I guess I spend gold to buy flowers to turn into logging powder, or I mean foraging powder to get the pouches, and then I get a little bit of flowers back, and then I cry, and then I do it all over again until I get the leaf, and yeah, that's gonna be it. All right, okay, that's it for me. Bye bye.